All right, y'all, what's good, man? So before I get in the video, man, I definitely want you guys to give me a follow on Instagram. This is my Instagram, Mamba for Life 08. Shout out to Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. That's one of my favorite heroes, Kobe Bryant. But make sure you give me a like, man. In this video, bro, I'm definitely gonna be talking about Gary Russell, him and Tank, and also briefly over the situation with him and Meek Mill. Listen, Gary Russell, if you listen to this, I'm doing this because, bro, this is probably like the only way I could get in tune with you, man. Listen, I'm a big fan of Gary Russell. I love Gary Russell Jr. I am a big fan of Gary Russell. So what I'm saying in this video, it does not come from hate, but it just becomes running like you having a real moment with your boy, man. I'm just, I honestly, obviously, I can't talk to him, but just giving him, just my thoughts on just the real moment. So y'all like, comment, subscribe, give me that follow, check out the video.
Hey, she said, I'm a Tank fan. Hey, she say I'm a Tank fan.
I'm a Tank fan.
But if you fight him,
I'm not watching the fucking fight.
Why you not watching it?
Because I love both of y'all. I don't want to see any of y'all. Don't make me get on here and get in. Don't make me get on here.
Go ahead and say it. You can say it.
Get kicked out of the goddamn roof.
You can don't do it.
Because my baby will win.
She said, because you will kick his ass.
I love y'all, yeah. That's going to be a real good fight. When's your next fight, baby? Falling, right?
One of my I'm in here watching this Tank fight, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. We like, what round we in? We 5 rounds in. This shit is, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. I see why they don't want him to fight me though, cause he might still get this dude up out of here. Hopefully he does, but from what I'm seeing, he's slow as he motherfucker. He's super flat-footed.
Andrea said her favorite part is Tank's mom's commentary.
Y'all better stop talking shit, talking about something. Tank can do this and that and third with me, man. This shit terrible. If y'all see what the fuck I'm saying, he better stay the fuck away from me, man. 5th round, man. He just landed a good shot, though. But, man, this shit ain't looking too good, y'all, man. Y'all might want to keep y'all favorite fighters away from me, man. I'm just coming for real talk, man.
All right, so what's good? What's good? It's the big homie, but what do I know boxing, man? Listen, so check this out, man. I told you guys that this video is no hate and all because I am a big fan of Gary Russell Jr. I'm even a bigger fan of Gary Antoine Russell, like the one at 140. I love both of them. I love all of them, man. Even Antoine Russell, bro. Like I've seen him in the amateurs. That dude is nasty. Even though he's coming off of a loss, still nasty, bro. The whole Gary Russell family. Rest in peace to Big G. But listen, all right. So first and foremost, let me speak on the incident with Meek Mill. All right. First, no punches were thrown, bro. I seen so many people. Oh man, like it was a fight. It was no fight. Yes, it was an altercation, but there was no fight. Now I have never in my life seen it to the point where a fight, meaning the 2 fighters in the ring stop fighting and look over to see what's going on. That was funny because you see Tank look over and then Hector Garcia also look over and it's like, they stopped the fight to get that all cleared up. There was no fight. There was no punches being thrown. What ended up happening was Meek Mill overheard Gary Russell talking stuff about Tank Davis and all this type of stuff. Meek Mill was there in the support of Tank Davis. Meek Mill then had exchanged words with Gary Russell about basically how Tank would stop Gary Russell. I don't know if Meek Mill knew that Gary Russell was a boxer, but Gary Russell, he with the smoke, bro. Gary Russell, you see Meek Mill in the video. If you ever go watch Meek Mill, like, what's up then? Gary Russell stand up, and so did his brother. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm super glad Wallow ran over there. Shout out to Wallow for running over there, intervening. Some people saying Meek Mill and Wallow got into it, and no, Wallow ran over there to intervene to break things up. Because, bro, that situation could have got very ugly. Meek Mill had a lot of his people with him, but I'm telling you right now, bro, Meek Mill does not want no smoke with them Russell family, bro. I'm just letting you know that right now. That would have ended very ugly for Meek Mill, bro. Cause the Russell family, they're a different breed of black men, bro. They do not play. They stick together. It just would have been very ugly for Meek Mill. Now, granted, in that type of situation, I think the Russell family was outnumbered because Meek Mill had his whole camp with him. So, but just letting you know, like, listen, Meek better like chill out with dissing or getting into it with the Russell family, because that's not a family you really want to get into. Now, on to the video. But nothing escalated after that. Meek Mill got escorted out. Nothing. It was no punches thrown or nothing like that. Now onto the video of what I'm saying. Look, as you guys heard, you know, Gary Russell is continuing to call out Tank Davis. Listen, Gary Russell, at this point, my dude, it's starting to look like you're hating / jealous of Tank Davis, man. This is kind of getting ridiculous, and I'm saying this out of love. I'm not saying this with disrespect, but this is why I'm saying this, bro. Gary Russell, you have not fought since January of last year. So it's been a year. Not only has it been a year, but you're coming off of a loss, all right? In a fight that was debatable. You definitely held your own in that fight, and it could have went your way. But unfortunately, I think that the WBC, because Gary Russell has been so inactive, the WBC really didn't want Gary Russell to have that belt anyways, okay? So now on top of you coming off of a loss and being in a year layoff, you don't compete in Tank's weight class. Like, at this point, bro, Gary Russell, it's like, bro, it's just looking like you're jealous of Tank Davis. You make a lot of videos calling out Tank Davis, and it's like, my dude, you should be like, you should be focused on, you know what I'm saying, on building yourself back up, bro, for fans like me, so I can see you fight. I want to see Gary Russell fight. I look forward to seeing, because that man displays a great IQ. I love fighters that have great ring IQ, and Gary Russell has great ring IQ. But, bro, it sucks for us Gary Russell fans, because we don't ever see you in the ring, bro. Like, you fought last year. You didn't fight, let me see, you fought 2022, you didn't fight 2021, you fought 2020, then you fought once in 2020, you fought once in 2019, once 2008. Like, bro, you fight once a year. You know what I'm saying? You don't keep yourself active. I was once saying that I would love to see Gary Russell fight Tank Davis. I would love that. But whenever I saw that, the first thing people say is, bro, Gary is not even active enough in his own weight class, so how can he fight Tank? And I couldn't even argue with that, bro. Because regardless of what people, the yes men around you say, Gary Russell, that fight wouldn't be as big as you think it would be, because nobody really knows too much about Gary Russell, bro, except for us hardcore fans. Us hardcore fans know about you, and we know that the threat that you possess. But it's easy for Tank or anybody to overlook you, because it's like, or not fight you. They all you have to do is just not mention you, because you're not active enough, bro. And on top of not being active enough, you don't even compete in Tank Davis weight class. All right. It's like you constantly throw this shade at Tank, and you talk about, you know, just like at the fight last night, you saying he was slow. I don't think Tank was slow. I mean, his speed was there, but he was flat-footed. The thing about Tank, my issue with Tank's performance last night, albeit Tank got the job done, I feel like Tank doesn't know how to create openings for himself. He just waits for those openings, and which would make a fight with Gary Russell interesting. But the only thing is, Gary, you don't even compete in Tank's weight class. You compete 2 weight classes below Tank. So what is in it for Tank to even fight you? It'd be one thing if you moved up to 135 and then got a few fights and establish yourself as a true 135-pound fighter, then start calling out Tank. Then that's perfectly normal, because then you'll be active, you'll be fighting at that weight class. Then we would, you know, you have a legitimate reason to fight Tank. But the fact is, bro, you're not active, you don't fight at 135, and you're coming off of a loss. Right now, bro, Gary Russell, you should be focused on getting your career back on track. Bro, you could take over the 126-pound division and the 130. But I have no doubts in my mind that a healthy Gary Russell could take over both of those divisions. But you're not doing much, and I don't know. I heard that Eddie Hearn offered you a $1 million to unify with Josh Warrington. I think maybe somebody, they said you turned it down for whatever reason. I'm not sure. But, bro, I know you're not scared, so I'm not worried about that. I don't think Gary Russell is ducking anybody. Bro, listen, you gotta get yourself focused on your career, because like I said, at this point, bro, with all the videos you do about Tank, it's really looking like you're hating. And I can understand you saying, well, with the video that you just posted with that lady, so she brought up with you fight Tank. But the fact is, the only reason you posted that video is because Tank's name was associated with it, and it's like, oh well, she said that I would beat Tank too. Like, bro, listen, if you put yourself in a position to fight Tank instead of just talking about Tank so much, bro, because it really is coming off as though you're hating on this man and that you're jealous. And I don't think that you're jealous of Tank. I think that it's the competitive nature in you, but you're not doing anything to put yourself in that position. You know what I'm saying? So this is not me hating on Gary Russell at all, bro. This is just me spitting straight facts, man. I'm a big fan of Gary Russell. I would love to see that, but I would also love to see Gary Russell focus on his career and put himself in a position to where Tank has to fight him. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. What did you think about Tank's performance last night? What do you think about Gary Russell? But what do I know?